hitting the buttons over here. So I've got everything ready. We're gonna make spritz cookies. You know the spritz cookies, the ones with the cookie gun. I've got my coffee here, all brewed. I'm just gonna put some cream in it, and then we're gonna get going. So I hope everybody's doing well. I was trying to make these earlier in the day. I had a little bit of a snafu. I was telling somebody, we have a rule, that our packages are supposed to be left in a certain place. And that, I guess they must have had a new driver on the route, and our packages were left in a different place. And my dogs thought they'd tear it up into confetti, but thankfully they're replacing what was in it, so that's good. Okay. So we're gonna make spritz cookies. Spritz cookies are really buttery, good cookies. You can make them in a gun, and you can make them with which I always make them with a gun. But you can make them with a pastry bag with like an open star tip. Now, this year, I think I'm going to try to use, I don't know if I'll do it on this batch, but I wanted to make, have you ever had those long jelly cookies? They're jelly, they sell them as Italian cookies, but they're a long, buttery cookie. They put a jelly in the middle, then they dip the end in chocolate and sprinkles. My kids love those too, and this is the dough that you use that for. I have to tell you, early on in the restaurant, we used to go to this bakery. It was called Kat's Bakery, and it's where we would get all the bread for the restaurant. And every time we would go in there to go get the bread, they would have those trays. If you know that, it just smells of the butter cookies, and they would always make these arrangements that would be in assortments that would be in ShopRite, which was the store there. I always remember that. Oh my gosh, the smell of that. But yeah, these are those. So you have to take 3 sticks. Now, do you remember last year we had this big debacle because I was using self-rising flour and I used salted butter, and I said the cookies came out too salty, even though that's the way I always use salted butter, and I don't add salt in my mix. And it was the self-rising flour. Never, ever, ever use self-rising flour in this. A lot of recipes will say unsalted butter, like my aunt would always say for these butterball recipes that she has, she's like, always use unsalted butter. If you use salted butter, it'll be terrible. But I think she must have been using a self-rising flour. And what happens is the ingredients, like the baking powder, whatever's in that self-rising flour, it reacts so much and it makes it so salty. And remember, Glenn and I said I bought totally unsalted butter, and I tried it again, and it wasn't. It tasted terrible. Then I finally realized it was the self-rising flour. So you have to use regular flour. I use salted butter because I do not add salt. This is just my recipe. I don't add salt, and it comes out perfect. So I use the salted butter, 3 sticks of salted butter, which is 1.5 cups. Okay, then we use 1 cup of granulated sugar, which I have right here. Now what we've got to do, and the secret for this, is you have to cream this really well so that your butter is really light, fluffy, and it actually like turns a different color. So I'm going to go put this on and cream this butter over here. All right, and hang on. Put on your, I always use a stand mixer because but if you don't have a stand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. But if you bake a lot and you like to bake and you like, invest in a stand mixer. You'll never regret it. Okay, I'm going to put guys on over here. Okay, and after that, we're going to add in what I have over here is a teaspoon of vanilla and a half a teaspoon of almond extract. I use 2 tablespoons. You can use milk. I'm using light cream because it's just a little bit better. 1 egg from the farm. And then we have 3½ cups of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder, not soda. And then again, we have our guns and our discs. You need your cookie sheets. You're not going to put parchment paper on them because you want your gun to release on the metal. The other thing is, if I make those long jelly, well, we'll see. We'll see if I'll put a pastry bag and do that, because you have to have the long, I probably can do it with this, but I don't. Okay, so my butter and my sugar is nice and fluffy over there, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the egg, the vanilla, and the almond extract. And then I'm going to add the light cream, and I'm going to add the flour and the baking powder a little bit at a time. And then I'll show you the consistency of the dough. What are you guys doing? What's the matter, Debbie? I've been watching this lady, she's been cooking, and I think she does a lot of cooking, and I'm not sure that she does a lot of baking, but she's constantly putting all of the flour in a mix at the same time. And it's coming up on her, and like it's making this big like floury cloud, and I'm like that's baking 101. You know, you add a little bit at a time if you don't want to have like a huge mess. But this is the consistency of the dough right there, like that. And we're going to load our cookie gun. And I'm going to get the cookie sheet. And again, you're not using parchment paper. No way. No how, Renee. Okay. So here's my cookie sheet. Let me just put this over here for right now. Take a sip of coffee. What are you guys doing? So we'll get our disc, whichever My dogs are looking at me like, what are you guys doing? Christmas tree. We'll use the OXO first. The OXO performs well. Remember when my daughter had to go out and get me that cookie gun? Something happened to my other cookie gun, and it was Christmas. She had to run out to Macy's in New York on her way here. It's crazy. I hope that's going to be the right one on that one. I have a lot of cookie guns. I have even a vintage one, which I think is to this one. Okay. So what we're going to do is I have to load up the cookie gun, which we put the stuff in here. What you doing, Jasper? Okay. Put this over here for a second. All right. I hope that this is the Now, if you do one press, they're going to come small like that, right? And they don't spread out, so you can put them right up to one another. If you do two presses, you're going to see it's like a cookie with a tree on it. You see that? How many cookies are on there? That's it. We got it right to the end. Okay, now some people don't decorate them. They decorate them after I put chocolate on the bottom usually, but I always decorate, especially the trees, before. So I get some greens. Red Hots. Okay. So you can, if you want, you can do some lighter green trees. And don't worry, because that, whatever you spill on your pan will just come right up. Those are some lighter green trees. I usually use this one around Easter, and I like to use the darker green. Where's my dark green? These are standing sugars. Okay, here's my darker green. Then sometimes I'll go on with the little nonpareils, and they're like little ornaments on the trees. Come on. Okay, then we can go with these guys. And if your kitchen floor is not all covered by this, well, then you're not doing a good enough job. On the bottoms, like I said, I'll coat the bottoms with chocolate. On some, I can never have any that I have to freeze or whatever, because it normally would get eaten right up. And there's a little, if you wanted to add a little white, you could do that too. That's just one of the things you do. All right, we're going to put them in. It's 10 or 12 minutes. And that's what we do. I probably won't do I probably would do the jelly ones all in one swoop thing. It's $3.50. Put it on 11 minutes. And what was that? What was that? Evelyn, you guys, where are you? Oh, aren't you cute? You're both in the same dog bed, isn't that cute? Okay. Let's see what we should do in the meantime. In the meantime, I was doing some crafts. I have to find, I was working on this plaque that I was decoupaging. Oh, and this one. I need my sander. Where did I put you? Where did I put you? I don't know, I always do that. I'll show you some. I know what I can show you in the meantime. I've been putting some of my miniatures, trying to get them away. So I am going to start working on that miniature house. Remember that miniature house with that little scene? But I'm going to do it in a different way, not with all that paper stuff. I bought other things for it, so like this is one of the other things. That I have for it, so it's a little tray, and there's egg, and there's a cup of coffee, and there's a little egg that goes in the little egg cup, and a little spoon. Isn't that cute? And this is a little doll. It's like a little kiddo, but it's in like a leather suede moccasin. It's a little Native American doll. I've tried to show that to Linda many times, but Linda never pays attention when I show it to her. Never pays attention. I'll show you my other things. I was trying to organize all my little things. So I'm making some felted animals, and they're supposed to, actually I couldn't believe this, they're supposed to hold little knitting needles, and I said to my daughter, would you be able to knit something in that felted book I had? They had something like that. Well, I found something like that. So it's there's knitting needles and a little knitting started. And then these are for the vignettes. I have little deer in here, little benches. For those ones, remember, you make them under the little glass domes. I have little houses. And these are little Christmas things. Look, these are little fake gumdrops. You know, it's too little time, right? Look at this. Look how Christmas is upon us, and there's so much crafting that I wanted to do. These are purses for my little shell people. I have them in different colors. Little pearls to put on. Those are more little Christmas doodads. These are little flowers that I want to put on things. And then I've got little shells, of course. I want to put on bottles and things. And then these are just little trims, plus the mushrooms. And then I've got a little, this is a cute one. Well, I've got, this is going in that little house. It's a little cat clock you put on the wall. It's a little tiny snowman tea set. The top comes off on that too. It's got the little teapot. And then it's got these teeny tiny little cups. Tiny little cups. I can't believe that's 3 minutes left on that already. It's crazy. Okay. And there's a regular coffee pot. Two little coffee cups and saucers. Two little coffee cups and saucers. And hello, Kevin Leonard. I can't see what I have my chat open over here and I'm not looking, so let me look. It's hi Christine F. Hi. How are you? Hello, Linda. Are you selling tonight, Linda? Is Tina selling tonight? How is the cookie with 3 presses? Oh, but it would be, no, it would be a glob, Kevin. It would be a total glob. Hello, Margot. And I have these little, these are really cute. And they say baby on them. I don't know why they won't focus. Baby. The cookies are going to be done in a moment. I don't know that TV says something loud. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute on the cookies. But see how easy it is to make spritz cookies? It's simple. It is simple. Oh, these are cute. These are those little flowers, the ones that you always see in the dollhouses and stuff. Like my original dollhouse when I was a kid had those flowers. That's going to go in that little thing that I have. These tiny little cutting boards. It'd be fun to decoupage something very, very small on these little cutting boards. Right? To decoupage or even do something with the cricket if you could get the dollhouse family's last name on there. Right? That would be cute. That would be cute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh boy. 11 minutes. Wow, you see? Now I gotta go lower on these because these are very golden brown. These are very, very, very quick. See, look, that's too much for me. So now I'm gonna go like 9 minutes. That was 11 minutes. I don't know why that oven is baking so fast. Like that's crazy. They're still good. They're not burned. My kids will have. I'll eat these all no problem. But I'm gonna go much lighter. with the second go around. I will do 9 minutes. They're hot. Let me get another. Yeah, I should just get another pan to that. So it's waiting. See if it's that pan. I'm going to try my Nordic Ware ones and just see. Let's try this. I'm going to try this and see what happens. Let me load up the wash my hands. I need to get another roll of paper towels. So those were, you see, those are, it's okay, they still taste good, but I don't ever let them bake that long. But I will definitely be doing the jelly ones in a different batch because I'm going to want to do a whole nother batch of trees here. Who's that? Desi, what are you doing, Desi? Checking to see if I dropped anything. I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy. We're having an auction after this tonight. So I hope that you will stick around. think that's about as much as I can do there. Okay. Oh, my coffee's getting cold. See, I always have iced coffee. Okay, we're doing 9 minutes. I might even say 8 minutes. I think I am going to do 8 minutes. And no more. Let me get these off. Here, and I can do another. I have to go to the store. Buy more butter. I only have 4 pounds. You rinse this cookie, you just rinse this off, it goes right, all the standing sugar goes right off. I don't know what's on the CD or something. Okay. All right. Okay. Hashtag. Well, big deal. There's a few pieces on there. Now where's my... We'll try another disc now, just... Okay, let's see which one we'll try. Okay, I'll fleur-de-lis. Try these right now. That's 2 versus 1, okay? Let's make some more. And I need more dough. Try this shell design here. That's 1 to 2. I'm going to try something else here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta get the cookies. Okay, they'll wait for 1 second because they're not even... Look, fleur-de-lis. Can you see the fleur-de-lis? As Elle would say. A little flour, I mashed you a little bit. It's okay. Okay, let me get the other cookies. Come on. Ugh. Here we go. These are much better. And we gotta get these in the oven. Ciao, puppies. I'm gonna give them a little. Oh, the cookies are a little well done. I'm gonna do 8 minutes on this. 8. Start. All right. Let me give the puppies a little cookie over here. No cookie? Easy. Good girl. Easy, Jessie. Good. You guys like that? They like them. Okay. So we just got to, I only have a little dough left to do maybe, I don't even know if this be a whole batch or not. But these are the way they should be, like that, and they're still golden brown in the back, and that's the way I like them. We like them. Where's my coffee? Because I didn't get any. But that's probably going to be it, guys, because I'm going to take those out. I wouldn't do the chocolate tonight anyway, and these are probably just a test batch. The kids will have these gobbled up. I'm going to do the ones with the chocolate on the bottom. You can put that almond bark, you melt it. I usually brush it on the bottom. Some people leave the cookies without any sprinkles and they dip it in the chocolate and then they roll it in the sprinkles. I'm going to do that with the jelly cookies. I'm going to do those jelly cookies, so I'll be on again. But that's it for right now. And we'll see you in about an hour and 15 minutes for the auction, okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.